What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I'm here with the review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 3, episode number 6, and it's titled Apology Tour. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into this video. Alright, so I was going to start up with Briscoe, but I just thought about it. I don't want to start with Briscoe. I want to start up with Prima fucking Donna. Let's ask this question, because we see Prima Donna, she's doing on a set of a music video, and I'm so confused. Why are you making a song about Jocelyn? That makes no sense to me. I mean, I can see it if it was a diss record, but even still, I don't even understand diss. I mean, I get diss records, if somebody make a diss record about you, you come back at them. But Jocelyn didn't make a diss record about Prima Donna, so why Prima Donna make a whole song about Jocelyn? And then in the video, you reference her, and you got a girl coming out of a room, touching up, her nose, make sure her coke don't fall out. I'm just like, come on, Prima Donna. You are how old? You got kids. Like, yes, Jocelyn sent you that deflated ass roasted pig, but why are we going this far? Why? 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 It makes no sense to me personally. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't give the girl the time of day. I don't want to let her know she got me flustered. I don't want to let her know she like, oh yeah, I'm obviously on Prima Piggy's mind because Prima Piggy made a song about me. No, you're not gonna get my attention like that. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, a pig? Cool, gotcha. Next time I see you, it's on site. But even then, it might not be on site because I'm just not gonna give you the reaction that you desperately want. I was sitting there so confused as to why Prima Donna made a song about Johnson and then made a fucking video. That shit did not make any sense. We also see that Trick is there. And Trick is telling her she asked Trick about the date with Joy, which technically wasn't a date with Joy, it was a date with Joy and that lady Carolyn. And he tells her about that. Trick was lying to her when he told her, he was describing his type to Miss Carolyn. You said you like the slutty type. You didn't say that you want them thin, young, nothing like that. You said the slutty type, Trick, the slutty type. I remembered it. Then Prima Donna also said that she met up with Don. And again, I don't know why you met up with Don. Like, again, why are you letting Jocelyn push your buttons? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. That was stupid as hell to me, to be quite honest with you. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let somebody push my buttons. Like, that's all she wanted was a reaction from you. And you gave her what she wanted from you, which, like I said, was what? A reaction. And, she's talking about how Don told her she ain't changed. How would Don know? When is the last time Don had communication with Jocelyn? Like, the fuck? Oh my God, this shit was so stupid. And since we're talking about Trick, let's just go ahead and get this out the way because I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it because it wasn't that much. We saw at the end of the episode where the cast reacted to Trick being arrested. That's pretty much it. Let's move on. All right, guys. So next we see Briscoe. So Briscoe is, he wants to, sit down and have a conversation with his baby mama. Unfortunately, guys, I did not get her name. So for right now, she's gonna be baby mama until I actually learn her name. But he's talking about how he missed out time with his kids, which I know you did because you were in prison. How long was he in prison again? He was in prison a few years. So yeah, you definitely missed out on probably some key moments in your son's life, and then your girl of 12 years. She kind of distanced herself from you, which I would too. I'm not gonna sit here just because you're in jail. I'm not gonna lock myself up. I'm not gonna lock myself up because you made some stupid bad decisions in your life. Not gonna do it. So he does meet up with his baby mama, and she tells him how stressful it was for her, and then how their son went through some transitions with school, with him being away, and also probably with him being back now. He also tells her that basically, in their relationship, he definitely fucked up, but she wasn't, without fault either. And I hate when people say that to people when you cheat on them, they're without fault. Like with Dennis and Portia on Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's actually the exact same situation. Only difference is I do feel like Briscoe has changed, whereas I don't think Dennis has changed. Yeah. But you know, he tells her that he's definitely changed. He's not in the streets anymore. He's not the person he once was. But she's like, you just recently got out. And you know, I do believe Briscoe, but you know, I do see from where I'm from, I do see people get out of jail. You know, they say that they've changed, but they go right back into old habits and end up right back in jail. Um, so yeah, I wish the best for Briscoe and his cute baby mama. Again, I don't know her name, you guys, so don't judge me. But let's move on. All right, so next let's move over to the four people that I could have done without in this episode: Amara, Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson, and MJ and JoJo. Yeah, we could have done without this one. So Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson is meeting up with her brother. And, you know, she thinks it's just going to be them, but Amara shows up. And, you know, they both eventually, you know, could let go of all the shit that they got between them. They say they, you know, Amara says she was hurt. She apologizes to, you know, Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson. And Shay does the same thing to her. You know, I can see both ends of the spectrum, honestly. Shay has an issue with JoJo. If you were gonna invite JoJo to your event, you could have at least gave her a heads up and said, hey sister, I'm going to invite JoJo to my event, but you know I want you to come. But again, JoJo is gonna come to my event, so let me know now if you want to come. And you could have did that, but she didn't. And, you know, Shay, Francine, Frisky, Bucky Johnson could have said, hey, you know, thank you for telling me JoJo's there, coming. Respectfully, I'm going to have to decline. And then, even if Amara had not told her like she didn't, once JoJo showed up, she could have been like, oh, you know what? I don't like that Angry Bird Miss Piggy looking girl. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna go to the side of the room so that way I don't have to interact with her at all. But that would have been too much like mature, wouldn't it? Exactly. So Amada also tells her, you know, I fired Julian. You know, I'm taking a new direction in my career. I'm like, okay, Amara, what you really need to take a new direction in is this relationship with, you know, the person who's sitting right next to you. Actually, he was sitting to the right of her. Like, you really need to, you know, think about that one. That one right there next to you. I'm sorry to tell you, but he's an opportunist, girl. I mean, everybody's an opportunist, but that is a true opportunist at his finest. He is looking for a come up. He is looking for a come up. But like I said, they agreed to let things go. So we see Amara, she's doing a sound check. She has a little small concert that's been put on by Boost Mobile. Um, when I looked at that area, I'm like, wow, that is not a lot of seats. But you got to fill those seats. But that is not a lot of seats. It looks like a little intimate, you know, affair. No shade there. I mean, we all got to start somewhere. So I'm not shading her. I'm just like, wow, wow. So then she meets up with Trina. She tells Trina that I'm done with Julian. You know, I decided to leave Julian, and you know, I'm doing this on my own. You know, it feels like a divorce, and I just want to be single for now. And you know, Trina's like, yeah, you know, that might be the best thing for you. And she asks her, how's things between you and Julian? Have you talked to him? Trina says, no, I ain't talked to no damn Julian. I'm done with Julian. And you know, then you know, she asks Trina about the tour. She says, huh, that tour is not happening. Those girls are a hotbed of ghetto mess. And you know, Amara says, yeah, they were ratchet because at Briscoe's party, they were definitely ratchet. So then we also got Amara. She met up with JoJo, Angry Bird, Miss Piggy looking ass. And let's just sum this up in a nutshell. Amara wants to be friends with JoJo, but she doesn't want to jeopardize her friendship or her relationship with, you know, Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson. And, you know, she wants JoJo to have a conversation with her. If they sit down and have a conversation, is it going to work? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, for Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson going to try to jump at Angry Bird, Miss Piggy, JoJo. You know, she also tells her that she's talking to MJ, and that, you know, JoJo says, well, you know, well, let's clear the air. I had met him. He gave me his number. Nothing happened. Let's move on. Yeah, this mess with Hood Brat, Sukiana, Chameleon. We gotta add Trina and Joy in it because they got in and Nikki Natural. It was a hot ass mess. That was ghetto and ratchetness at its finest. So it picked up where last week's episode left off. Now Nikki Natural's over there in the corner with security. She's just going off on them. I'm like, girl, you might want to calm the hell down. Like, just calm down, please. And then Trina goes over to check on her. I'm like, you better than I am. I would let her sit over in that corner and had a fucking fit. But Trina went to go check on her. Then, Nikki Natural trying to get all up in Trina's face, talking about you let them bitches jump me. Technically, she did not let them bitches jump you. She was in the house. You came in. You were into it with... Who was she getting into it first? Oh, you got into it with, what's her girl name? Sukiana. Then when Hoodbrat came in, Hoodbrat fought you. So that didn't have anything to do with Trina. Now, Trina, again, like I said, Trina was better than me. Because I would have slapped the shit out of Nikki Natural. I just would have popped the little girl. Her being all up in my face like that, I'd be like, oh, sweetie pie. You might want to just back, just 50, back. Give me 50 feet. Like, give me 50 feet. Because I would have knocked the shit out of her. The fuck? So then, she called Trina a bitch, and Trina went after her. So then we see Joy, Hoodbrat, Sukihana, and Chameleon. They all charged after Nikki Natural now. I don't necessarily know if they jumped her. I know they were all fighting her at one time. And somebody snatched her wig off. Now, I don't blame Joy at all. Because that's her, Trina's her cousin. Like, if I hear somebody, fight with my cousins, I'm like, oh, shit. The glove's coming off and we finna run toward, we finna run toward it. So, in a different situation, I probably would have been on Nikki's side, about getting, because I would say she got jumped. But since I don't like Nikki Natural that much, I'm not going to be on her side. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, we do see her, she's talking about she was bleeding. I never saw where she was bleeding from. She took off running at one point. The cameras fell down. They called the cops, and the ambulance and the cops showed up. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And we didn't get any explanation about that. So I'm assuming that's gonna come in another episode, I guess. Maybe. Who the fuck knows? Okay. So let's move on. We see Hoodbrat. She's out with her nephew. Are their names really King and Queen? No shade there. And her man Kenny shows up. He asks her about the boot camp, and she tells him how it went. That basically, Trina says she's not doing the tour with them because of the fight. And Kenny actually understands Trina, which I don't see how anybody could not understand where Trina's coming from. Like, this is her name, this is her reputation, and here y'all are. Y'all ain't even on the tour yet, and y'all fighting with each other. And this is something that I actually tweeted out. Like, looking at these girls, and I'm not judging them or anything, but looking at these girls, like if y'all were to go on tour with Trina, and let's just say a fan said, oh, boo, y'all bitches suck. What you say, pussy asshole? Because you will hear a lot of pussy assholes. What that pussy asshole say? Oh, no, I'm going to have to go check that pussy asshole. Like, you would hear that from them, and they'd be ready to fight the fans. So you can't have that. You cannot have that. And then I'm not trying to be too shady, but I am being shady with this tour. Where was it going to go? Just around Miami? Was it going to go, was it going to be just a tour down there in, Miami, for like Florida, Miami, Jacksonville? It wasn't going to be a Florida-based tour. Because, again, nobody knows those girls. And that's no shade to them. But nobody knows them. Nobody knew them prior to this show. So, a tour, don't understand it. But, Kenny tells, Hoodbrat, she needs to sit down with Trina. So she did sit down with Trina, and she apologized to Trina. I'm like, girl, that apology is a little bit too little, too late. Like, you should have had some, and Kenny told her that, like, you should have had some self-control about yourself. Like, you really should have had some self-control about yourself before, yes, you hear your girls, Suki arguing with her, but when you walked in, you should have been like, that ain't my fight. I got my own beef with this girl. I'ma let Suki handle it, but this is business setting right here. I'm not gonna fight in no business setting. But once this is over with and we on the streets, square up, ho. I'm not calling Nikki a hoe. I'm just saying, square up. Like, That's what I would do. But no. And Trina's just like, you know, Trina's telling her how disappointed she is in them and everything, and she's not doing the tour. And again, they want to blame everything on Nikki, but I'm like, this was y'all's, you know, and Hood Brat is talking about how this was her opportunity. But if this was your opportunity, why come in acting like an ass clown? It makes no sense. Whew. Then we got even more ratchet. We saw excuse me, y'all. We saw Chameleon. We saw Santana. We saw, what's that other girl name? Suki and Hood Brat. Child, how the fuck they don't know the difference between a frog and a chameleon? Like, y'all don't know what a frog looks like? Y'all don't know what a fucking frog look like. Okay. I was just sitting there like, they don't know the difference between a fucking frog. So Hood Brat tells them that the tour is over, and you know, so he's like, what tour is over? The tour that you got signed to? Well, you technically didn't sign. You get signed to it. The tour that you were asked to be on, it's over. Why is it over? Because y'all were a hot ass mess. And then, you know, Camille talking about she needed that money because she just spent, I think she said $1,200 on that video shoot. I'm like, shit, you should definitely ask for that $1,200 back. And I remember last week you said you spent $5,000 on the wig. You should also ask for that back, because if that wig that you had on, if that $5,000 wig was anything like the wig that was on your head, I would definitely ask for my money back, because that wig was shitty and terrible. And you know, Santana asked him, what did y'all do to piss Trina off? They acted a ghetto ass mess is what they did. But you guys, that was Love and Hip Hop Miami. You know, I will say this season so far is actually pretty good to me. And I'll say that it's good to me because of the ratchetness that is Suki, Chameleon, and Hood Brat. But you guys, that was the video. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share this video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.